Hello and welcome to another update video about Chainlink. Haven't done one for a few days, so I thought I'll give you an update because it's not looking, well, it's looking as forecasted basically. So still weak, the Chainlink chart. I think we are, as we are with the Bitcoin chart, in this larger ABC correction. Difference is that Bitcoin actually did back here, or here in November, made a new all-time high, whereas Chainlink hasn't. But they are following the same pattern. The difference was that Bitcoin just did an overshooting wave B correction over the last high, whereas the Chainlink wave B looks like normal wave B should look like, really. And if we take it the other way around, if we draw the fibs the other way around from the high to the low here, we can see that this wave B came pretty much exactly to the 0.618 fib level at $38. So perfect wave B retracement. That makes me very confident that we are in this ABC correction. And we can see that, as I said last time, if we drop below this $20.50 level, then you will see some weakness in the chart, and we can see it now. We're consolidating. I think we're preparing for another move, but I think now that we've crossed below this key support here at 2050, we will have difficulties to reclaim it. And even if we do, the chart is now sort of pointing just into that direction of lower prices, and I would expect the price in the next few weeks to land in that region between $6.50 to around $11.50. Yeah, so $6.50 to $11.50. That's sitting between two fib levels, and these are the two fib levels that we currently see many cryptos go into in their retracement, between here the 0.887 fib level and the 0.786 fib level. Down here I will definitely buy, probably a little bit higher, because sometimes the price doesn't go directly into the target area because it will then stop slightly above the fib level. But yeah, I think these would be amazing prices. And then in the next bull run, which I expect at some point next year as well, after this correction is played out, I would expect a Chainlink price of at least $85, and if you get into the region of $10, I mean, that is an 8x, and maybe you can even get a 10x out of it, depending on how low the price goes. So 1,000% Chainlink, I think, would be nice to have. And I think we are not far away from that. First of all, we need to complete this correction. In a wave C, you come down lower than the wave A. I don't necessarily expect this to be a long bear market with the adoption that's going. This is purely just normal price moves that you can see here. And I would expect the price to go down with the highest probability into this region here. From here, I would then expect a turnaround, probably end of Q1 2022. Well, that is difficult to say because I can't give any time frames. The Elliott waves don't give us time frames. Technical analysis often doesn't give you time frames, but that's my personal point of view, looking at how long this is played out, how long it took this to play out, and then we basically made new all-time highs this year from January to May, so it doesn't necessarily take too long, but I would expect that turnaround here maybe throughout Q1, and then in Q2, maybe even Q3, we see new all-time highs here for Chainlink. Definitely will be an interesting 2022, I think. And because the price is looking so weak here at the moment, and we have dropped below that previous low here, I would expect further downtrend. Yes, there can be short-term uptrend, but then I would expect the price still to come down lower. There is one last key area of support that potentially, if someone's interested in Chainlink, no financial advice, but could use that one as setting a buy order as well, here at around $14. That level is at $13.50. That beginning of that downtrend here, of the correction actually, sorry, not the beginning of the correction, but the end of the wave A. So this is when wave A was finished at $13.50. That will be good support here. And if we drop below that, then we're definitely going to get into the target area. So I can't really, there isn't really a lot of strength in the chart here at the moment. Very, very impulsive move down. You can see that, how strong we actually came down. Now we're just consolidating and preparing for the next impulsive move. Overall, what we can see is a bullish divergence on the chart, also a bullish cross on the MACD, on the daily. So that could show us a little bit of an upside potential. But then before we move down eventually, the Elliott wave count is just here. It just tells us that the next move down would be a wave C. And if we expect Chainlink to do something similar as Bitcoin, then I would expect as well this to play out, first of all, in a move up before we then come down. And I think in that move up potential, you could see prices again of 25, 26 US dollars. And if we take a look here on the weekly, on the weekly MACD, we can see that we're already quite low. So there is further downward potential, because you can also see that the downward momentum hasn't slowed down on the weekly. So we could see something similar as before. So there is more scope. If we take a look at where we were before here in July, we have more scope to come down lower. You know, we definitely can. We were already at minus 2.5 here on the MACD early in the year, and now we're at minus 1.3. So you can drop lower, but we definitely, you know, there is less downward potential than, for example, for other cryptos, which are just turning around now on the MACD, for example. But yeah, these are the ideal target levels: 615 to 1150. That is what I would expect, and I'll definitely keep you updated should things change here on the chart. So hopefully you liked the update about Chainlink. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.